My good is your good. This is one of the final chapters of my novel, Clara Thinks To Us. It took some brave leaders to make the idea of the common good one that was attainable via hard work instead of the populistic approach of the individual messiah. Eventually, people understood that it was far more fulfilling to earn their own success and well-being than to owe them to any other human being. More people started developing their own spirituality and worked to cover their own material and non-material needs. The first step was to show by doing instead of telling. Many of the leaders who endured imprisonment or even torture by totalitarian regimes were very spiritual and they were open about it. Trusting a force that was beyond our limited human comprehension seemed to give them the power to overcome what seemed unbeatable. They became a source of inspiration for all of those who followed them and were living example of what us humans are capable of achieving. It happened with Raphael Ru in my birth country and with other leaders in the less favored European countries who had been forced to austerity measures by the richer lenders. As many were stripped of their dreams and hopes for a better future, they moved into a spiritual path to be able to cope and to find strength to carry on. Not only did it work at the individual level, but it spread to many levels of the societies and got to the bottom of the problem. We had to stop looking at ourselves as separate entities and work for our neighbors, friends, and relatives' good as much as we did for our own. That was the common factor in uniting our wounded island and for Europe to rise strong again. Latin America was finally acting like our own Simón Bolívar had envisaged it 200 years earlier. One huge piece of land with many peoples united by their language and their history. It was enriched by new immigrants from less fortunate countries in Asia and Africa, and it is still rising to the top of the world. Australia developed in a different way since it is so far geographically. There isn't one family in any country in the world who hasn't had a member living there. If you haven't been, you must live the experience. They were already ahead of the rest of the world from its foundation, since they rose from the concept that they were all descendants of the convicts. After falling so low, the only possible way was up. Thank you for listening. The novel is set in 2055 and it is a novel of hope. Hope you like it. Thank you.